Okay, here's what we're going to do. I'm going to break down comp plan, and I'm going to do it pretty simple, pretty quick. And then we're going to go to some questions, I think, if that's okay, Jay. So anything I didn't cover, we can go over. Here's what I want you to know at a high level, though.
Okay, can I just say one thing, Kyle?
Yes.
He just said if you have any questions. So as he's going through this, write down your questions. This is an opportunity that we have one of the smartest people when it comes to the comp plan have a conversation with us. Like, don't miss the opportunity. If there's a question or something you don't understand, we're going to leave time so that you can ask those questions. Don't miss the opportunity.
Awesome. Okay, let's do it. Okay, first of all, here's what you need to know about Lifewave. About a year and a half ago, my wife had the opportunity to help multiple companies inside of this industry alter their life plan. I mean, their life plan, their comp plan, excuse me, their compensation plan. Because like Jay and myself, we've been around comp plans a long time. We kind of understand them. And I want to tell you, like, through all the experience that we've had, I've been in or around this industry for 18 years. What you're going to come to find is most companies inside of this industry are going to pay us, the field, 35, 40, sometimes 45%. But it's in that like 35 to 40-ish range usually. Guys, we pay 60%. Lifeway pays 60 cents gross revenue into the company back to you and I. And that alone is significant because in a lot of companies, that's almost double what most people are getting paid, right? And so that is significant. The second thing I want you to know is that this is a team effort. And a lot of companies, my prior companies, maybe some of yours, a lot of companies, it's not like that. Meaning when you join, everything from that point forward is who can you now go bring into this business and help build? But you alone. This business is different. And I want to show you how that works. Okay. But the first thing I'm going to draw out, I know this looks a little weird with some pages here, but I'll show you what I'm going to do in a minute. Jay, can you see where I first have right here? I kind of have you. I have you right there. Can you see that?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Okay, cool.
I've got you on full screen so everyone
Oh,
can
you
see
got
it
me on
really
full
good.
screen. Okay, awesome. Sounds great. All right, so here we go. So when you get started into this business, let me tell you your first goal. And we're almost 8 months inside of this business. Do you know what Joe and I's goal is for every person that joins and us too every single week? To do what I'm about to tell you, to go manager. Manager is the first rank inside of our business. It's the backbone of our comp plan. And you can go to the top. You can be a senior presidential director if all you know how to do is help people hit manager. Let me show you what manager looks like. Again, 4 people, 2 on each side. You're going to build a right team and you're going to build a left team when you get started. So as you get started, this is you. You're going to sponsor somebody over here on your right leg and sponsor somebody else on your right leg. That's 2 on your right. And then you're going to sponsor 2 people over here on your left leg. And you have officially hit manager at that point. 2 on your right, 2 on your left, and you are a manager. The only requirement for you personally to be a manager is that you have to have 300 in lifetime personal volume. And I'll tell you what that means because it's really, really simple. When you join at the bottom, the core product pack enrollment kit, right? You get 180 in personal volume. When you join at the advanced, which is the medium, right? The mid-tier enrollment kit, you get 300 in personal volume. So if you join at the advanced, you're done forever as far as your personal volume requirements. If you join at the core, you need to either have some customers place a couple orders or you need to place a couple orders before you can hit this first rank of manager. That's it though. Lifetime personal volume is 300. That's it. And you can sign 2 people up at core or above on each side and you're a manager. Now listen, this right here, I'd like to say this and hear my heart on this, okay? If you've been in for a little while and you're not a manager, that's okay. Understand that's okay because everyone's journey is different. But I will say this, you will be manager the day that you decide you want to be manager. And I mean that as genuine as I can, but it also is like as humbly as I can say that. Here's why. Every single one of us, we have a spouse, we have kids that need this patch, right? There's personal volume taken care of. We have parents, we have grandparents, we have aunts and uncles, we have cousins, we have friends, we have coworkers, we have business associates, we have, kids, friends. We have countless people in our life, and we all have 4 people that know, love, and trust us enough to give something a 90-day trial that potentially can change their life forever physically, right? Their health. Every single one of us know that. Every single one of us has 4 people that if we hung up on this Zoom tonight and called, we could get them to be in and we could get them to join. We could be a manager and you could bless them with potentially one of the coolest, greatest physical blessings of their life through the X39 patch. So you'll be manager when you want to go manager, okay? But here's what gets fun. As you're building this thing, let's assume that you want to sponsor somebody else. You got your 4 and you're ready to sponsor somebody else. Well, you can't put them here. You already have somebody here. You have to put them at the very bottom of your right leg or at the very bottom of your left leg as you build this thing down. Again, very bottom of your right. You want to build this thing down. Why is this cool? Why am I saying this is cool? This is cool because as you start to build depth on your left leg and your right leg, if you sponsor somebody tomorrow, way down here, every single person between you and them benefit from everything that they do, from all of their volume. Sorry, I circled it down there. All of their volume. When you bring this person in right here, and this person is a Jay Atkins, and he goes and crushes it and goes to the top, every single one of these people benefit from his volume. And as you guys know, we're going to talk about in just a minute, you can make up to $25,000 a week in the binary just off of volume. Do you see what I'm saying? It's a team effort. It's not just about you. Here's why this is also so significant. Now let's back up a little bit and zoom out and let me show you. All right. Remember you? Remember you right here? Well, here's what you don't realize when you get inside of this business. There's people above you. This could be, I have you written up here. This could be Jay. This could be Jay, right? He's above you. And he sponsored you and brought you into this business. But as all of these people above you, Jay and all these people right here between you and them, as they start bringing people into the business, they're going to start sponsoring on their left leg like you did. And they're also going to start sponsoring on their right leg. Now, where does somebody have to go if they bring someone in on their right leg? At the very bottom, way over here to where you can't even hardly see it on the computer, down there. Well, why is that significant once again? Because every single person in this line benefits from that person's volume. Do you see what I'm saying? How this is such a team effort? This isn't just about what you and you can do alone. This is about what you do, obviously. It's about what potentially some people above you, maybe a lot of people above you do. And then as you start to build out, obviously anyone that joins underneath you is obviously a part of your organization as well. That's why people, when you get started inside of this business, you can't stop it. It's very different than a traditional comp plan because a traditional unilevel comp plan, if you were to join right here, you would be sponsoring people on your front line and your front line only. None of these people would be here. None of those people would be there. It would just be anything that you could do individually. And then when somebody on your team starts sponsoring somebody, then too, they're sponsoring people just on their front line. I know that's a little messy. But my point being is instead of going wide in this business alone, you're going deep with a whole lot of help. Does that make sense? So here's the other thing that I will tell you. When we talk about going manager, why is it so significant to bring friends and loved ones and family into this business as soon as possible? Because they need a spot in the binary. This is called the binary. Right leg, left leg, 2, binary. It's so significant because you want people inside of your business that you love and care about as fast as possible. Because as you continue to sponsor and as your upline continues to sponsor and as everyone starts to build, they're going to benefit. I know, Jay, you probably told them about that story many times, right? When I called Jay and he was on vacation, you probably heard this story a lot, but I was like, Jay, we're signing a lot of people up right now. Like, sign up right now, you know? And so he gets in and he comes back from vacation and he already has a bunch of people underneath him. He's like, I don't even understand what happened. Obviously, that's what happened. Once you join, there's nowhere else for somebody to go except for underneath you. That's the binary. Through team commissions on just the binary, you can earn up to $25,000 a week. That is your cap. In just this one way that we get paid. How do we actually get paid from this? Let me explain that, and then I want to move on to the next part. To get to $25,000 a week, It's through what we call cycle pay. A cycle is when you have 330 in volume on one leg and 660 in volume on the other leg. That's going to cycle, and that's going to pay you a $50 bill. Pays you 50 bucks. So every single time as you're growing and you get 330 and 660 on left and right leg, it doesn't matter which legs, you make 50 bucks. So how do you make $500 a week in just the binary, just team commissions? Well, we'll add a zero here, obviously. 3,300 on one leg, 6,600 on another, and that's $500 a week in volume. This right here, when you first get started, may seem a little, man, that's a lot. That's a lot of volume. It's 3,000, that's 6,000. Guys, that's what you can't control. Again, because of the team effort. You're not even going to be able to control your volume. It is going to grow a lot of times with or without you. So that's how we do that. That's the binary. Does that make sense before I move on to the next part? Good. Okay. Next
Great.
part. Now let's talk about the second way we get paid, which is really, really fun. I'm going to draw this out a little bit more like we had it. I'm going to do this. I don't even know what y'all can see in that. Okay. I want you to look at this right here. I want you to imagine that every single person that is colored in are people that you personally sponsored. So when you got started, you personally sponsored 2 over here on your right leg. And you actually had people above you that were signing people in before you ever sponsored your first person over here on your left leg, right? Just like we talked about. And then you had a few more join from other people, and then you sponsored your other one over here. At that point, you became manager, right? This is kind of how your organization realistically looks. It's a lot of people joining with your sponsored people just kind of sprinkled in. Everyone's in the binary. Everyone's on a right team or a left team. But listen to this. Every single person that you personally sponsor, no matter where they are in your organization, like for example, if Joe and I sponsor somebody today, they're going to be below thousands and thousands of people on either our right leg or our left leg. They're our personal sponsor. They're our level 1, but every person above them benefits from their volume for team commissions. Okay, now why is this significant? Because we get paid, we check match every single person that we personally sponsor. We call it our level 1. And every single time that they get paid on their weekly team commissions, we check match them. And I want to show you how this looks real quick. Let me flip this over. Okay. Maybe a little hard to see. I'll back away for just a minute and let you look at it. This is called check matching bonus.
You can see it. You can see it perfect.
Okay, good deal. So listen, check this out. Remember the last page, the other side of the chart. Your personally sponsored people, they're your level 1. Level 1, we make 25% of every check that they get paid on team commissions every single week. And I'm gonna show you this example because this is a incredibly conservative, very realistic example. Let's assume, hey guys, let's act like this is going to take forever. Let's assume this takes all of 2025. What I'm about to show you, your business will look like not for a year. All right. It's going to take you the whole year, but you're going to bring on 10 people into this business that over the next year get to $500 a week in their binary pay. 10 people. Okay. $500 a week. That's really, really fun and cool, but you can see how that's also very realistic, right? Like there's a whole lot of people making $500 a week. So you bring on 10 people in the next year, they make $500 a week. That's $5,000 total. You make 25% of that. You make $1,250 just off of check matching, just off of your level 1. That's every week. 60,000 a year. Every single week. Now, here's what happens though. When you bring your people into the business, they're going to bring people into the business, obviously, right? They're going to bring people in. When they bring people in, that's your level 2. Okay. Here's how you get paid on level 2. You get 20% of their check every week. So again, we got 10 people. Let's say that on average over the next year, they each find 5 people that only ever get to $100. That's it, $100. You can see how that's very doable, right? $100. That's $5,000 a week when you add it all up. That's another $1,000. Now you're at $2,250, $2,250 every single week on just check matching. Now, level 3, when you're level 2 people sponsor, I tried to do this as the most conservative way I can. When your level 3 people sponsor, let's say the 50 people on your level 2, they only go out and get 2 people each. All right. So it only turns into 100 people. And once again, let's keep this so conservative. They only ever average $100 a week, ever. That's $10,000 though, guys, on your third level. At 20%, that's $2,000. And as you can see right down here, that's your weekly check. $4,250 just off of check matching, just off that many people. Put this into perspective for a little bit. Guys, there's people in this business that have sponsored hundreds of people. Hundreds of people. There's a couple people that have sponsored over 1,000. I'm just talking about sponsoring 10. Can you imagine the check matching bonuses as this thing starts to build up for people that actually want to go out and recruit 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 people over the next year, 2, 3? Most significant pay plan that I've ever seen personally. I've never seen something this generous and this lucrative. But that's the check matching side of it. Jay, does that make sense?
Perfect. You're a master.
Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm going to tell you 2 more ways that we get paid. Okay. And then I want to go to questions. All right. The other way we didn't get paid that I didn't write it down because all of you probably know, and if not, it's in your back office, is when somebody joins with an enrollment kit, a core, an advanced, or a premium, you make a one-time upfront bonus. So they join at the core, you make $35. And it goes up from there. I'm actually forgetting off the top of my head, Jay. What's the advanced?
75, 405.
75 for the advanced.
At the advanced and 405 at core. I mean, a premium.
So that's a one-time upfront bonus for bringing someone into the business. Okay. The last way we get paid, actually one more way, but one of the other ways we get paid is through profit sharing. We actually do get a chance to share in the company's profit worldwide. And it's kind of wild. We actually just got paid our first profit sharing check, Jay, this past week. Because we hit profit share the last quarter and we got paid. And I'm trying to think of how I can put this into perspective to y'all. It was almost double what the average real estate agent in the state of Texas earns. 1 quarter's profit share. And I'm telling you, guys, you think, well, I can never do that. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Did you see how we're working together in this binary? It's not about you. It's about the whole cumulative effort of every single person, inside, outside, upside down, everywhere in your organization, right? Yes, you can, because there's only one place for everybody to go, and that's depth. You can do this. The only reason, I really believe this after being in now for almost 8 months, 7 months, whatever it's been, and kind of watching this thing unfold, right in front of our eyes. The only way that you can fail, the only way that you cannot achieve a few $100s or a few $1,000s every single month is to quit. It's the only way, because you're going to be put in a situation to where you can win if you just start introducing people into this business because of the pay plan. And so, Jay, I'll stop there for a minute.
Dude, that was such a great job. And I've never seen it done that way. I love the simplicity of the examples of how you did that, Kyle, is really, really, really fabulous. Thank you so much. Lola, if you could go to some of the questions I see down here on the bottom, if I'm missing any questions, and just tell Kyle what they are.
Sí, aquí al final hay 2 preguntas.
Yes, here at the
Dice,
end we have 2 questions. Do we always have to make the right leg strength? Do we always have to give strength to the right leg, or which is the leg that you have to work more?
You want to take that, Kyle?
Okay, so I must not be on the translation because I just heard Spanish.
Oh, okay, you're not. Okay, so I'll answer. If you go to the bottom where it says interpretation, you just have to select English. So, when and I'll let Kyle handle it too, but you focus on whatever leg they so the way to explain this is it's basically a 2-to-1 or a 3-to-1 ratio, meaning you want to have 3 times the volume on your strong leg as you do your weak leg so that you can cycle. And then the next week you can have carryover. If you have 2-to-1, it washes out every week and you get paid on 100% of it. But if you have 3 or 4-to-1, you're always going to have carryover the next week, and you're going to immediately on Monday morning, I wake up, I have $2,500 in my account Monday morning because I have carryover volume, and then that volume's already hitting. So the thing that Kyle told me in the very beginning was what you have to pay attention to is just your left volume and your right volume. So, when you get a runaway leg, like right now, my runaway leg is my right leg. That's where a lot of my volume is. My left leg has less volume. So now I'm building my left leg to catch up with my right leg. So, but the first thing you have to focus on is you have to focus on your foundation, which is building your team. You got to focus on the 6, 3 left, 3 right. That's the most important part. And after you get to senior director, now it's all about volume because now you want to maximize the comp plan. So Kyle probably has a way better way of explaining that, but that's the way that I understand the comp plan, the way that I manage my comp plan. When Kyle told me that in the beginning, I was like, I have no idea. But when you look at the volume now, you understand like the strong leg is, the leg that you're going to get where your weak leg is getting paid from. So Kyle, if you want to clean that up
Oh, Jay, that was honestly, you need to coach that and teach that. That 3-to-1 ratio is really cool. I like that. The only thing that I'll add to that is because sometimes we get people that are like, oh man, I got, my left leg's just going nuts. I'll never catch it, but I can't get much going on my right leg. Hey, listen, our left leg is overwhelming our right leg, like not even close, right? And so you would think, well, I need to go work all on my right leg. No, listen, check this out. You guys are all on our left leg. I'd rather be here working with y'all. Why? Because you're hungry and you want it. Well, why does it make sense pay-wise? Because check matching. Check matching. First level, second level, third level. It does not matter if they're on your strong leg or your weak leg. You are going to check match them. So it's almost like our check right now, 40% of it is check matching. That's all it is. And so, yeah, we need to build our right leg to max out the 25,000 a week. Yes, we do. But more importantly than that, I want to help everybody that wants to win. Because when you're making money, we make money. When your team makes money, you make money. So it's check matching. Does that make sense?
It's a total team concept. I mean, that's what I love about it. Like you said, with the unilevel, it's totally you concept. Like it's what you can do and what you're building in your organization, what your team does under you can lift you up and help you get promoted out. But this is way more of a team sport than the unilevel contract. Lola, there was another one there too above it. I just want to
Sí,
go in order.
sí. Para un manager, para tener derecho a cobrar
Yes,
ciclos y
for a
bonos
manager
específicos,
to be
todos
have the
deben
right
tener el apoyo
to
activo.
get the cycles and matching bonus, do they all have to have the auto shipping active?
Yes.
Yeah, that's a great question. Yes, in order for you personally to make any money here, you have to auto ship 1 sleeve for the bare minimum of $100 a week, or 2 sleeves to maximize the pay plan and get up to as much as you want. Now, it doesn't just have to be you guys. You can have customers. You can have preferred customers that are purchasing 1 or 2 sleeves a month that will qualify for your personal volume requirement. So you don't have to purchase them as well. But what we have found in this thing after 7 months, man, if you're in this thing, you're doing a sleeve a month just for you. You're never going to stop doing it, right? And then most of us have a spouse or significant other. There's 2 sleeves. You're done. You don't have to worry about customers.
And Lola, there was a question right above that one you just read. I think we did the first one for Vicky. I don't know if there was 2 questions or you put them all in one.
No, las combiné.
No, I
Okay.
combined them.
Okay. And then Peak has a question. I have a question. So we get the first payment out of the starting pack, but if they keep getting monthly, let's say 3-pack core, and we don't get the $35 every time they buy it again.
Okay,
So yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that's correct. You don't make the upfront bonus, but you make volume, you cycle. So every single bit of product that is purchased, no matter where it is, right leg or left leg, it goes into your totals. And so you cycle off of that, getting you to your,
Yeah,
again.
and they can only buy 1 product pack. So they can only buy an advanced. Now they can't upgrade. So if they upgrade from core to advanced, you would get the difference in the commission that you didn't get paid. So the difference between 35 and 75, you get paid the $40. And the same thing for the 75 and 405, you're gonna get paid the difference in commission for that upgrade. But that's only with an upgrade. But when they buy more product, that's going to go to your volume, and you're going to cycle on that and also get paid the matching.
That's correct.
And then it says, what if one of the customers only wants to buy the big package because of the deal, but doesn't want to do the business? Do they count to us?
Yeah, so great question. Yeah, yes. So you still earn the $405 upfront one time. Now, if they never order again, you obviously don't make money again off of them, obviously, right? So you have to purchase product in order for you to get paid. But guys, that's a great thing because there's very few people that are going to purchase the premium and then not have testimonies all around them because they're probably giving out samples to a whole bunch of people. They will have testimonies. Somebody will be hooked on this thing. That's a great thing.
And then the last one starts with hasta qué nivel, Lola.
¿Hasta qué nivel o generación uno puede
So
ganar
what
los
level
puntos?
of generation can you make the points?
Great question.
To get paid, you get paid 3 generations. So your first level, second level, and third level. So 25, 20, and 20. But everything else below you pushes up. So as they push people up, you're getting paid that in your cycle bonus. But also that's pushing 1 and 2 and 3 up as well, because once their money goes up, your money goes up.
Yeah. So you're to max out the pay plan of 25,000 a week, just volume on your left and volume on your right, which is what we call cycle. It doesn't matter. They could be 4,000 levels deep. You get credit for it. So what I always tell people is like, don't worry about where somebody falls, first level, second level, third level. It doesn't matter. Your first goal is run and go try to max out this thing volume wise, right? You are after volume because the great thing about volume is everyone's getting that volume. So like we sponsor somebody today, like I said, and there's thousands of people between us and them. Well, that person goes crazy. That's a beautiful thing because that means every single person is getting the help with all of their volume that they can get paid on up to 25,000 a week. So it's a beautiful thing.
Next question, Lola.
Si está inscrito como cliente preferente, puede
If
hacer su
someone is
cambio a
enrolled
core.
as preferred customer, can they change themselves to core?
Of course. Now there's not an upgrade button. They would have to actually go back in your website and enroll as a core, and then they can call the company and they can cancel their preferred customer account.
Anything else? You guys
Let
have
me read
other
you a
questions?
text. Let me read you a text that I just got right now because everyone's talking about what happens if somebody stops ordering. Hey, I just wanted to let you know what happens when you forget using your patches. When I came home, I asked Erica, his wife, if she's been wearing hers, and she said, no, I haven't. Well, she hasn't been sleeping well. She's been having bad leg cramps and some other female stuff that I'm not going to go into. She said she hasn't used them in about a week and a half. As for me, I ran out and forgot to reorder, and I've been having muscle pain after workout, like I pinched the nerve, and I haven't been sleeping well, and I've been yawning at work. We are true believers of this stuff! Exclamation point, exclamation point. We are ordering more right now to get back on them. There you go. That's somebody that purchased the core. They've been on them for 90 days. They've been telling me like literally every week I get testimonies from them because it's been cool. Now they've been a week and a half off, and that's their experience. Guys, if you get people on this patch, they're going to use it.
I missed it one day in the last 7 months, and I swore it would never ever happen again. Because that was my wife said to me like about 2 o'clock. She was like, "You seem off. Like you don't seem like yourself." And I was like, "I don't really. Yeah, maybe I do feel a little off or whatever." And then I got home and I went to scratch my neck where I was like, "Oh my God, I forgot my patch today." Because it was on my daughter's birthday actually. So I was super distracted getting out of the house. And so January 14th is the last day that will ever happen again.
Yeah.
Can you explain a little bit more about the maintenance kits?
Yeah. Maintenance kits are just a way for you to buy product in bulk and get a discount. And it qualifies you. So like, you know how we're saying in order to max out the comp plan, you need 2 sleeves on auto ship a month to get paid. Well, if you buy a maintenance kit, it'll count for a period of time depending on the size of your maintenance kit. You can buy a 90-day supply or 6-month supply. And for the next 90 days, you don't have to be on an auto ship because because you purchased in bulk, basically. That's what a maintenance kit is.
Anything else, you guys? You're welcome, Martha. Anything else? Any other questions? I just think you did such a great job, Kyle. Literally, I think you did such a great job. I don't know that there would be that many more questions. You guys, let's see. Lola, ¿qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa si tienes un tiempo inactivo?
What happens if you stay inactive for a while?
Yeah, so if you're inactive for longer than a rolling 31-day period, then you're going to lose whatever points, whatever volume you have below you. You don't lose your spot. You don't lose the people. You just lose the volume. So when you order again, your volume will start accumulating. And that's why you really want to try to stay active if possible to keep, because volume's money. And so you want to keep it compounding if you can. But it's not the end of
Yeah,
the world.
a good friend of mine, because he was on my right leg, he lost $380,000 of volume, which, I told him was about $18,000 that he lost once he started building his business. So you definitely don't want to lose your volume, because that volume rolls for 365 days. So the 366th day, the first day only rolls off and it just keeps rolling. So I mean, if you're working in this business at all, that should never happen. You should always get paid on 100% of your volume, which is just crazy, because you get to maintain that volume that whole entire time until you get paid on it. It never leaves unless you go inactive.
Yeah. Carla, let me answer that for you real quick. That's not what I meant if I said that, and I apologize. For you to stay active, you have to order one sleeve every single 30 days. That's just to stay active. To qualify to make more than $100 a week, you have to order 2 sleeves every rolling 30 days, 31 days. Okay. What I meant by a preferred customer is a preferred customer counts towards your personal volume. I'm not talking about somebody that joined as a core, advanced, or premium. I mean a preferred customer that went to your website. If they order a sleeve in the month of, here we are, January, you don't have to order a sleeve to be active. So it's either you or a preferred customer every month that has to order at least 1 sleeve for you to be active, 2 sleeves for you to make more than $100 a week.
And so just to be specific on that, 2 sleeves, it doesn't have to be 2 sleeves of X39. It can be one of X39 and Alavita. It can be X39 and glutathione. It just has to be 110 BV. It has to be at least 110 BV. So 55 is, it could be Alavita 55. It doesn't have to be an X39. It just has to be 1 sleeve. But if you do 2 sleeves of X39, you're way above what you need to be active. So it's just safe to just do 2 X39, especially if you're with someone. But if you're by yourself, what I tell people to do the X39 and the X49 performance bundle, or do the X39 and glutathione. I mean, those are 2 great combination patches. Put them on auto ship. You never have to worry about it ever again. Go ahead, Lola. Keep us going here.
Yeah. Voy a dar una vuelta aquí a una pregunta que hizo Ana.
Yes, I'm
Si
going to
compro
return to a
pro-
question that
producto
Anna
durante el
asked.
mes,
If
¿puedo
I buy
cambiar
a
la
product
fecha
during
del
the month,
autoenvío?
can I change the date on my auto ship?
Absolutely. You just want to make sure that every rolling 31 days you have an order go out, but absolutely.
Great questions, you guys. Really good questions. These are really, really good questions.
¿Cuál es la diferencia a la hora de hacer el negocio si empiezas con Core o si empiezas
What's the
con Advanced?
difference in doing the business if you start with core or if you start with advanced?
Yeah, this is a great question. And this is what you need to know. Okay. Core, you get 3 sleeves of X39 and it equates to 180 in personal volume. Advanced, right? You get 6 sleeves of X39 and it equates to 300 in personal volume. Okay. So core is a 90-day supply basically for you. Advanced is a 90-day supply for you and a spouse. Here's your difference in volume. Again, core is 180, advanced is 300. In order for you to hit manager and then go through the ranks from there, director, senior director, all the way to the top, you have to have 300 in lifetime. That means literally your lifetime in this business, personal volume. So if you come in at the advanced, you have qualified your requirement for having 300 in personal volume forever. You're done. You can go to the top. If you come in at core, in order for you to rank to manager, you either have to place some orders yourself to go from 180 to 300 in volume, or you have to have some preferred customers place an order.
Or
That's
auto
your
ship the next month, right?
100%. That's what I
Yeah.
was with some people last night. I flew to Texas. We did a big meeting. This guy's like, I'm ready to go. I was like, awesome. He's like, I don't know if I can hit manager. I don't know if I have 300. I'm like, well, when'd you get started? Well, he's been on the patch for 6 months. Well, he's been auto shipping every single month. So his 300 PV requirement was taken care of, month 2. He's fine.
Aquí alguien pide clarificación.
Here,
O sea,
someone's asking
después
for
de
a
años se pierde
clarification.
el
So
volumen si no has
after
llegado
a
a
year, you lose the volume if you didn't make it to manager?
No.
No.
So how our volume compounds is it's a rolling 52-week compounding volume. So the 53rd week from you joining, whatever you did in your first week that you haven't been paid on will go away. It's a rolling 52-week.
Oh, so I thought it was 365. That was my mistake. Thank you for correcting that.
Oh yeah, no, and yeah, that's actually kind of a cool thing. If you have that much volume, that you have that much built up, it means you got a power leg that you'll probably never catch, which is actually really nice. To
Sí
be
estoy. Go ahead,
sorry.
Kyle.
Yeah, you're asking about the 300. Can they be team members? So they can't. So if you sponsor somebody into this business with an enrollment kit, that doesn't count towards your personal volume. Only your personal purchases and preferred customers.
So there's a question. If I have 2 people left and 2 people right, can you explain where I need to put the next person in? You could put them left or right. It just, wherever you want to put them, it depends on who you come under. Like Kyle, like he said, he's trying to take care of family or friends. Like he's always going to look out for people. So like if you've brought in a couple good people and you think your right leg is going to be stronger and you want to, take care of a family member, then I would put them on what you think your strongest leg is going to be. But this is the thing. No one really knows. I mean, it is a truly a guessing game of what's going to happen. Like I asked all these questions to Kyle in the beginning. I was like, hey, where do I put people? And he was just like, it really doesn't matter. Like you got to get to director. So I was at manager. I was like, okay, where should I put him? He's like, just put him wherever you. It all is going to work out. Because the goal is the foundation, right? We're building a business. The foundation is the most important part, and getting 2 people to manager is what you do after you get your 4 people, right? I gotta get 2 more people, and I gotta help 2 people get to manager, so that I can get to director and I can make 2,500 a week. And then after that, you gotta help those 2 managers get to director. How do they get to director? You got to help them get 2 people that are the manager. Right. And so that's why Kyle started this call off. The most important thing about this business is to become a manager making machine. If you just focus on managers, the rest of it will take care of itself. If you want to lose your rank, don't focus on manager. Because once you hit a rank and that person doesn't maintain manager, or they're not a good manager, then you're going to lose your manager or your director status. That happened to me, not understanding. So the big focus, you guys, 4, then 2 more left, right. Then after that, it's getting those people to manager, get you to director, get you to senior director, because that's how people get to director, get managers. So it's all about manager.
So good.
Hay alguien aquí que pregunta, entonces, si no tengo ningún cliente aún,
There's
y si
someone here that
pido
is
un
asking,
solo
so if I don't
paquete
have
al
any
mes,
client right now,
¿dejaría de
and if
estar activo?
I order a packet per month, would I stop being active?
No, you're as long as you place one order every single month, you will always be active.
Well, and if you're always on auto ship, like just be on auto ship and then you have nothing to worry about. That's why the auto ship is there. Like 1, you don't want to run out of patches. That's the biggest travesty. And 2, you don't want to lose your volume. So just always be on an auto ship. That's why it's so important.